living the divine life, according to yoga. And yesterday we started, exploring and opening up this topic. And we started with the idea that there is two ways to live our life or to lead our life. One way is more prone towards the how. How do I live my life? And how successful I am in leading my life. And how high is the standard of my life, which is very tangible, and it can be compared, and, it gives me motivation towards something, towards that which I perceive in others and seems to be covetable and attractive. But then there is the question of why am I living my life at all? What the big why of existence? Because usually we take existence for granted. We exist, we are alive. Now the question is how to make it more fun, how make it more, pleasurable, how make it more successful, how to monetize it, how to make it a good business. But they lead to different paths, and they lead to different goals. And this is what we're going to explore a little bit today. So when you are working on the how, first of all, there are many hows. There are many hows to do things, And then in the how itself, there are many grades to how well. Let's say one person, his how is, yoga. Another person, his how is martial arts. One person, his how is, is business, whatever. And then in the how itself, there are grades like, okay, how well do you practice your yoga? How well are you maintaining your headstand? How? And then in our mind comes the idea that, if I will just nail it, if I will just perfect it, if my how will be perfect, then everything will be perfect. Not just on the outside, but the perfection will be attained on the inside. And only then, when the how can become perfect, I can become, or I can experience that perfect sense of fulfillment, that perfect sense of being that I, how would I say it, really wish to attain. So there is a why, but it's the how is the gatekeeper for the why. See, and I always say it's like there are two kinds of love. There is the fatherly love and there is the motherly love. And both of them are very, very important, and they are complementary. They are not redundant, and we have to have them both. One kind of love is the motherly love. The motherly love, I'm not saying maybe your father gave you the motherly love and your mother gave you the fatherly love, but in principle, the motherly love loves you unconditionally. It is there. You deserve to be loved. Why? Because you are. Because your very existence entitles you. You are entitled to this love. You are my child, and therefore you are loved unconditionally. But then there is the fatherly love. Also your father the loves, but in order to really gain this love, you have to excel. if you attain this grade, if you attain this score, if you attain this position, this is my child. So before I was not. Yeah, this is my girl. Okay, now I became this. Now I became a deserving. I deserve the title of being your child. I'm deserving the title of being your girl. I deserve the title of getting your love. I deserve being. Before, okay, I'll give you some food, but you know, but you don't deserve it. So you have to earn it. So the thing is that, when we go to the world shows us what kind of love? Fatherly. The world doesn't say to us, sweetie, I love you just as you are. I shower you with love unconditionally. No. There are deadlines. You have to perform. You have to exhibit. You have to give. You have to show profit lines. You have to. And because this is the main thing that, is coming our way, this is slowly how we start to evaluate ourselves. And therefore, there is, a competition. A competition because the excelling points, is kept for very few. And this puts a lot of stress on us. Because everyone wants to feel, that he deserves. Everyone wants to have the sense that, his existence is appreciated. But right now, my value of existence is really dependent on the how, on how I perform, how I exhibit, how I show up, how brilliant I am, how. And therefore, it becomes like a jungle, and it becomes like a race to survival. Because if I'm not there at the top, then I really feel that I really feel that I don't deserve, and I don't deserve, and I don't deserve. Eventually, I don't deserve even to exist. I just don't deserve it. And it puts a lot of pressure on us. So we are pushing in our career to excel, to, exhibit, to publish, to get, with the belief that if I will be able, then it was a meaningful life. Then there was any meaning to my life. And if I will just, excel in my relationship and will build this perfect relationship and perfect family with the perfect children, with the perfect dog and cat and house, and then I will be entitled, I will deserve to feel wholeness. And if I will be successful, I was talking about yesterday just a little bit. I just mentioned the difference between success and blessedness, the pleasure and the ability to succeed in, amassing means of pleasantness and comfort, or at least symbols or icons of pleasure and happiness. I can amass a lot of symbols, a lot of icons of happiness, but inside I may be very, very miserable. But anyway, at least from the outside, people say, wow, you must be happy. You must be. really, I must be, but I don't. You must be. You have so many things that, everybody think that this is the epitome of happiness. You must be. Yes? So at least I'm happy that you think that I am happy, that I must be happy. At least this gives me some happiness because, people think that I should be happy. And this a mess of symbols, of icons of happiness for us in our society is the symbol of blessedness. How do you know that you are blessed? You are rich. God bless you with so much riches. God bless you with such a brilliant mind. God blessed you with such a beautiful voice. God bless you. So you have a lot, so you must be blessed. But sometimes we are blessed with so many things, but we don't feel the blessings. And I feel that if I will just achieve, if I will just nail it, then I will achieve the peace. I always say that the Hans Christian Andersen and the Green Brothers and all these people who wrote those children books about Cinderella and about Snow White, they really messed us up. And we wanted to hear these stories again and again. Wow, they really messed us up. So why they messed us up? Because you see, both Cinderella, both Snow White, they have their own challenge with their mother, with with their sisters, with the world. But then they pushed through this, challenging karma. They endured bravely. They were dharmic. They were doing the right thing. Then good karma came. Prince Charming came. And then this is it. They achieved it. And then what is the end? They lived happily ever after. So we have this idea. Okay, I have to push, I have to excel, I have to be good in elementary school, high school, college, then, in my family life, in the workplace, in everything, in my postdoctoral. I have to be there, push through this challenge, and then I will get something, I will achieve it. And then I will be happy ever after. I can rest in it. I can rest in it. I can rest. I can find the peace. But it doesn't work like this. And because it doesn't work like this, but because we were grown up on these ideals, we feel that we are messed up. We feel that we are messed up. We feel that we messed up. Something was wrong. And why? Why Cinderella got it and I didn't? I have it all. I reached to the midlife and then there is a crisis. I did it all. I put everything that I got. And I see that my ability to perform, my ability to do, my ability to excel in the how is now it's starting to go downhill. I will not be able to excel further, and I didn't achieve it. I didn't achieve the Cinderella ideal. And this is devastating. It's devastating. Because I invested so much in it. I sacrificed everything for it. And for most of the people, there is no, karma, there is no rebirth. So this is the only life. This is the only chance. And you messed it. Not only you, everybody. So don't worry, don't be, oh, really? I mean, those... no, if this is the outlook, there will be no matter what will it be, there will be a sense of I should have pursued something else. Swami Shivananda says the businessman think that the lawyer is more happy. The lawyer think that the judge is more happy. The judge think that the politician is more happy. The politician think that the minister is more happy. The minister think that the prime minister. Always we think, I had one life, one chance, and I missed it. So we get entangled, and the entanglement is not because of the action, it's not because of the object, it's not because of the vocation, it's not because of the spouse, it's not because of the children, it's not because of the prime minister, it's not because of the climate change. The mess is in our perception. And the yogis are telling us, and this is coming from the Upanishads, and especially in the Katha Upanishad, as I told you yesterday, the teacher who is death itself. Because usually those existential questions, asking what have I done in my life, what have I done in my existence, what have I done with my existence, all these questions comes when existence starts to become, a little bit frail and a little bit threatened. So in the face of death, death is the teacher. So death is coming and teaching us a teaching. Well, the yogis are telling us we should listen to death when it seems to be way, way, way away from us. Because if we'll start to listen to death when he's in our face, it will be too late. So what is death telling Nachiketas, the student? He tells him that there are two paths, the path of the Shreyas and the path of the Preyas. And the path of the Preyas is the path of pleasantness and immediate gratification, which is built on the how. How will I get? How will I nail it? How will I get it? How will I, get things right, get things perfect? And that is telling Nachiketas, those who take this path will find themselves in my jaws. Because no matter what will you do and how much you will excel and how much you will do, everything, Lord Krishna puts it very nicely in the Bhagavad Gita, everything has a beginning and everything has an end. So no matter how much you are putting your efforts in making things excel and making things perfect, you will see how this perfection goes into the mouth of decay and death. So if our goal to reach happiness, to reach fulfillment, to reach is by, DIY, I'll do it myself, I build it with my own hands, and I make it perfect, I'll see, and I am securing my happiness, I'm securing my fulfillment, I'm securing my value, I secure my deservedness. You understand what I want to say? If I secure it on the perfection, I will see how it crumbles down. Okay? The way to perfection is giving a lot of satisfaction. I build, I push, I excel, I overcome. It gives a lot of excitement. But this excitement will slowly, slowly be transformed into fear and into maybe anxiety and stress, because, even if you have it perfect, oh my God. I probably felt Swami Brahmananda looking at me because, Let's say it didn't even crumble. Let's say it didn't even crumble. You really wanted to stand on your head. You really felt that, wow, these yogis are standing on their head. They must be so happy. And you worked on standing on your head, and you nailed it. You nailed it. And now you are happy. Now you are happy. Now, let's say you didn't get sick. You didn't break something. You didn't get old. You are still standing on your head, and you are able to, even get it better every day. But then you go on Instagram, and you see on Instagram a young girl, and she is standing on her head, and then put her hands like this and pushes into a handstand. And then turn her body and move into a headstand, and then starts to rotate. And you thought that your headstand was so perfect. But in the light of this headstand, your headstand is what? Nothing. You don't deserve even existing, because you will never, ever, ever in this life attain it. So it's not only, life, aging, death, it's so many other young little girls that can do this. Okay, I stop. Om Namah Shivaya. I'm killed.
Any young little girls here can do that?
Out! Out! Out!
So we'll go over the schedule for the rest of the day. At 8 o'clock, we'll have the yoga classes.